Hello, my name is Draconicrose, and I don't know about you, but I think I forgot how to play this game. Welcome back to RimWorld Alpha 16. It's been a while since I've played, and I've even forgotten just what we were doing it. But I know what our eventual goal is, which is to reach D. And let's open up the world map and see what it has to show us. We want to reach the final destination of the journey destination. Okay then. We have on the way a faction that might be helpful to us, but we still have a few hops and skips to make before we can arrive. So we have these two camps. So we are developing this one, right? Yes. We need sandstone. So have I set up a sandstone block? Yes. Yes, I have. Doing sandstone forever doesn't seem like a good idea, does it? So let's change that to do until we have about 200 on stock. And let's make sure they don't really make more blocks just as soon as they need it, because that is entirely unnecessary. Food is doing good in this map, but we still have minor break risk. Well, it's not on this map, it's on the other one. That is interesting. Let's check the mood. So Cranky Daisy, what is your problem? Friend died, of course. Tattered apparel. Ugly environment, cramped interior, hungry. Why are you hungry? There's zero reason for you to be hungry. Consume a simple meal, please. That was entirely odd. Shouldn't she be making components anyway? Oh, okay, I have set her to make until you have 40. I don't remember why 40, but I think that does mean we can send components over to this other side. Oh dear, there goes my frame rate. No idea why, but there it went. There it goes again. Oh dear. Weird things are happening. This is a good time to say that if you would love to help me get a new, better computer that can run this game at 60 FPS, like 180, everything maxed out and lovely and recorded on top of all of that, I have a Patreon. Become a patron, please, or donate one time. All the links are in the description, of course. But the most important part is that people here need sandstone, lots of it. And the components as well, but mostly the sandstone. There is no reason for us not to mine up these components, I don't think. Tanner is doing his job. Did we run out of... No, we still have plenty of sandstone chunks to get done, so I guess the problem is how things are prioritized, or maybe just there's too many jobs for what we require. We have the trees there providing wood. Wood is great for the things we need, but we can always send some wood back here, because the trees don't seem to be growing very well. So we can take the first camp and help out with the things, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe wood is a problem all around us. It is in fact the first of summer though, so growing season should be soon. What else can we do to help? Not much, really. The wood is something we necessitate. Well, here's a thought. Right? Leadership ended. Well, ain't that unfortunate. On this side, they could elect a new leader. I think we can make a ballot box. Where would we put it? Yeah, sure, here it doesn't rotate, no. So here it is. Wave has made it, and we should have... Elections will not happen because this colony is not a democracy. Oh. So this mod doesn't really work well with the camping mod. It's really intended to be just on a certain colony. One thing we can do, however, to help out with the whole stone and tree thing is to grab a manager's desk. I only have the basic one, don't I? Yes. We can grab a manager's desk and just plop it somewhere. Sure. Plop it there and use the manager mod to get us trees. Trees? Wood. So we want to keep about 500 wood. Yep, sure. Allow the cutting of not fully mature trees because we really want all the trees we can get our hands on. So there is that. We also want a stool. And we don't have to use wood for it anyway, so that is great. And that should mean that people will manage once in a while and, you know, set some trees to be cut down. Once they're good enough to give us wood. Not the most efficient thing. We should really be letting them grow a bit more. But it is what it is. So, do we have this make chem fuel from wood? We do. We do, and I would rather that we didn't. Because wood is very necessary. What else can we use to make chem fuel? Organics. Huh. Oh, this one uses everything. This one uses rotten stuff and plant matter and stuff. So, wood really is a thing that we're using. But since right now we need it, we are just going to load a group. So what do we want? I'm going to put these by name. We want to send over to the other side all of the wood we can, a whole bunch of steel, but mostly sandstone blocks, so that is that. Do we want to send components now? I think they have components, yeah. They're good on components on this side. What they really need is the sandstone blocks and the wood so that they can resume making things. Mostly the wood here, honestly. They do have a few more trees that they can cut down, and I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to do the same thing with the manager table over on this side. So let's get that going. Do I want to use steel for it? No. No, I don't, but I also do not have the sandstone. Not yet, anyway. Things that are definitely not ideal. So these have been loaded, so we can launch them over here to our place. There they go. And we can make sure that more transport pods are being made. And now it's okay to resume making fuel from wood. They grow a lot. This is a... Is this like a real desert, or... Guess we can check here. That's not the one. That is the one. This caravan camp is in a desert. Yes. Planet C of the Draconicrose. It's in a desert, which has a growing period of only 40 days. Wow, that is very, very bad. Watch this one be even worse. Growing period, 30 days. Yep, called it. But with the goodies sent from here, they should be able to build a little bit more stuff. I wish they had built this door first. Who is the best constructor? That is indeed Bartos. But he still doesn't have the materials to make that stone door. Well, we can definitely make a manager table out of sandstone now. And just set it over here. There's like very little reason to do it any other way. So they're good. Those barrels really need to be elsewhere, so make a little dumping stockpile zone and allow all the waste, just for aesthetic's sakes. They will move everything over to there and build the things. Great. Now the manager does work well with the camping mod, and it does declare that this is a different colony to the other ones, so in this case I am just going to... no, actually I think it's 275. Please let me know if my math is wrong, but that should be 3 stacks? Yes. And allow cutting not fully mature trees, manage. And we do have someone who does the managing, that'd be Bartos. Yeah. Not too shabby. Hopefully, what this means is that I will be able to micromanage the wood situation a little less. And by a little less, I mean I hope it's a lot less. What I also hope will happen is that once winter comes, all of the trees won't be dead, or at least none of the trees that actually have available wood to be cut down. So that is what we are going to do right now. This place should be getting a storage zone soon for the foods and whatnot, but for right now the simple meals are enjoying the refrigerators, which makes me happy. They are not decaying, they will be useful, and people won't starve to death again. Good times. No, not good times. At least we have power, I guess. That is a thing we do indeed have. Now, on the other side, crank your daisy cranking about, we have enough power to do more transport pods. So, what am I thinking? Well, there is no point in moving them just yet, I don't think. Because the other colony isn't as well established. And we'll definitely need to have them move on. Apologies for that, it seems like I need to get used to recording again, which means talking a lot, and my throat working a lot. Like with this new mic, I don't even project my voice or anything, I can just talk normally and it does pick up everything I would want it to. And a lot of things I wouldn't want it to, but that's the price of quality, I guess. Okay, so this colony has a bunch of compacted steel. That is good news, I didn't remember that. So there was no need to send them steel, just need them to harvest it, so to speak. What we really need is wood now. But there's not much I can do about that. I can only wait for wood to grow, which it should be because it's growing season, and allow them to build walls and stuff that they can use steel and other things to make. Now that wouldn't put your table. I'm actually going to change it to a... is it a bit? No. To a steel butcher table. It will still require 20 wood, but not as much. So let's see, what short-circuited that heater? Because apparently this zone doesn't have a roof yet. That's okay, it will keep short-circuiting until someone builds a roof over it. Bartos, can you please... it bursts again, thank you. And can one of you extinguish the fire? Yes. Unfortunately that wooden plant pot died in the fire. Very tragic. And before that happens again, I'm actually going to expand the roof building area to all the areas where we should expect to have roofs. And no, those are launch pods. It made no sense to have roofs over them. Well, at least the sandstone and the power conduits should be okay to build, I mean. Have plenty of steel for that. Mostly the sandstone going up right now. This one keeps trucking along with little to do. They are turning all of their wood into fuel, though I don't think, again, actually gonna suspend it again, because we have, well, we don't have a bunch of fuel, we have some fuel. We are definitely going to need wood for that, but since it's more necessary on the other side, I'm going to use this load of fuel to get wood over there. So guess I'll meet you when we have wood. Alright, seems like we have more wood. So what I did was select a single transport pod just to send them the wood and some sandstone, even though they don't really need that much sandstone. Feels good to send to them. Now, this cloth tribal wear, I'm not entirely sure how their clothes are doing, so I'm also going to send it since we have the room. They do have a stack of herbal medicine, so they don't need that. And they have no space for a component or anything, so that is all I am going to send over there. Let's let people load things up. Eventually. Really wish we would just do that. What are we making compost out of? Everything we can get our hands on, apparently. But for some reason we are not composting. Who's our cook? That would be taters. Can you need materials? 37? That's the wrong recipe to do 37 with. Make raw compost, allow everything. Do X times, yes, and 37. Yeah, there you go. Potatoes, really. You can use potatoes to make it. Just saying. Oh, maybe it needs an animal product. Oh, that's why. Well, that is a problem. Let's see if we can't solve it a little by going to an adjacent place. No, not this one. This one. Why does it keep selecting the wrong one? This one. Reform. We'll leave taters in because she can't fight anyway. And we'll take berries. Right? I'm assuming... I was assuming that they had weapons, but I don't think so. Now to make them go in, yeah, enter camp. Let's see, Blade, you are a good shooter, so please equip your assault rifle. And actually your so you have a sniper rifle to shoot things with. Okay. Okay. Blade equips the sniper rifle. Where's the... oh, there it is. I was wondering where it was going. And... oh, there... she does have an assault rifle. It's not as good, but... it works. Okay. Now we reform a caravan. Not cat. They will take berries with them. Just... well, not berries, just simple meals. About... 6. That's good enough. They shouldn't be out for long. And they will come over to this square. And set up a camp. Which seems terrible. No wildlife. Even though it's summer. Well, that's definitely not what we want. I want to reform that caravan, destroy that camp. Maybe we'd find wildlife over here, but that would be a terrible idea. How long to reach this place? We can visit. Time to destination 21 hours. So they should be able to make it. Okay, let's see if they can't get them some meat. Or something. Taters should be fine on their own over here. Because this place doesn't really get attacked or anything of the sort. Now Bartos and Tanner still doing the things. Sorry, Tanner. Can't have you awake while Bartos is trying to burn everything down. Unfortunately. Okay, that was a short-lived one. So, business as usual again. And these will have to take a while. It's too bad that's an enemy town. Tutor's got food poisoning. Well, that's your own fault, you're the cook. The caravan has met with another caravan, which is friendly, and I would like to trade, see what y'all have. Nothing good. So let's move on. Now, I do realize that the only thing I have on them is berries. Not exactly the best thing to trade with. But we'll see what we can do here. I am relatively confident that they won't die, and if they need to stop and steal some agave from the path, that's a-okay, I believe. So I wonder if they'll stop before they reach the thing. Yeah, they stopped to rest. That's okay. What else can we do over here? Well, the wood stuffs is still a problem, but we can unforbid this area and get the sandstone based things going. Has anyone bothered to do some managing? I maybe have to put managing up higher. Can you? Yeah, prioritize managing, please. And it should have, yeah, a bunch of the trees got marked for chopping down, which is good. Now Tanner can chop them and replant them, and we have a bunch of wood to use now. Caravan has arrived. We can set up camp. Disable because things. Let's see, they do have animals that I would love to trade for, and meat. And why would I love to trade for animals? Well, because we could breed them and, you know. We have fertilizer, which is actually what we need. Well, let's cancel that and let's move to an adjacent tile. And as soon as we can, we'll set up camp. There we go. Let's see what we have here. Not much, I admit, but we can work with this. We can quickly chop some wood down, and that is steel. No silver, huh? Well, we can chop. We can also chop like 2 squares of steel down. That isn't too bad. What are y'all doing? Going for a walk? No, you are definitely not. Cut them, cacti. Please and thank you. And then mine the stuff. They're really not feeling it, are they? Okay, Blade is doing the thing. And the reason I'm only asking them to cut 2 of them is because those things are heavy. Any little agave? Doesn't seem to be any agave on this tile. That is okay, because we will reform the caravan. And organize everything by market value. We'll take the steel, we'll take as much wood as we can. And accept, and then visit Tridaka. And that camp can be destroyed now. Here we go. There, and let's see. Give them the stuff that gives us some money to barter with. Now, we can't buy both turkeys, so there's no real point in that. Hmm. So should we take the fertilizer? Fertilizer? Kind of expensive. But a male rat, I don't think we can buy. Oh, we can. Oh, well. That definitely changes things. Okay, and this? Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we can do that. Bring those 2 rats back. And enter back our camp. 24 hours. 1 day of food. Ooh, that'll be close. Are they moving? Yes, no, they're moving now. Good. Good. With those rats, we can start making a little rat farm. Not the most appetizing of things, yeah, but we can definitely use their meat. So now we have to wait for them to come back home. I'm not entirely sure why they didn't just do this. I guess it has to do with so the way the caravan speeds are calculated, like each tile has a movement time. So current movement time, summer, winter. So 99 hours, and I'm guessing that maybe... Well, I'm guessing wrong. They all have 99 hours of movement time. Well, 0.99 hours, not actually 99 hours. So I'm not entirely sure why they didn't just go straight down. Doesn't really matter as long as they arrive. They are resting like right at the edge of one of the hexagons. Another fun fact, some of these hexagons are actually pentagons, but they are so rare, you'll be lucky to find one. And that's just because of how the game generates the whole tile area. Sometimes there just isn't enough room to make a hexagon in certain places. That is a-okay. Now, Taters, can you pick up all of that? And, like, come here. And, yes, this is me trying to cheat the hauling system. No. Can I... There's a... this one. There was a way to pick it up. Maybe control? No? You haul? But why aren't you... I hate it when this stuff happens. Anyway, over here they have built a refinery. That's interesting. Very interesting, and it does mean I can copy. Well, not copy, really. Export the refinery bills and set them down. Import the refinery bills with the wood suspended, good. So that they can start making their own camp fuel. That's great, actually. And that means it's a good time to also start doing these. Very nice. How is their steel stuff? They're good. Well, now our caravan has arrived and we have our rats. So before we wrap up this episode, I'm just going to show how to manage livestock. So, what livestock we have available? Well, we have one tamed cat, and we definitely do not want to manage that. But we do have 2 tamed rats, and I'm going to pause because if I mess up, I really don't want them, like, killing our rats. So, I want to keep 3 adult females and 2 adult males. And I want to keep 1 juvenile of each. I don't want to restrict them, don't want to train them, but I do want to butcher them. And, well, if there's rats that show up, I want them tamed. But what this does is that we should kill most animals the moment they become juveniles, which I think is more optimal than waiting for them to reach adulthood. And it will keep our population low, so we'll always have 5, 6, 7 rats at least, and whatever babies they have, which is a little big, but well, it will work. So please prioritize the managing. Great. Now the rats will eat from our fridge, which is okay, and Narda shouldn't. Despite being a cat, she should prefer eating simple meals to hunting one of our rats. And with that, I have to sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that bell, do a dance, whatever YouTube wants you to do. I'll see you next time. Bye! Thank you so much to my patrons for making this channel possible. Click the Patreon logo to become one of these fine folk, and if you enjoyed the video, here are some more YouTube things you would like. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time.